Hello, you amazing and wonderful creatures of the multi-dimensional universe. Citadel of Ricks here. Today we're going to be breaking down one of the biggest questions so far in Rick and Morty. Who is Evil Morty? Now, I'm going to be using my own theory that I came up with a friend, and a theory that I saw on channel Frederator. I think that's how you say it. Is that how you say it? Is that how you say it? Okay. Okay, that's how you say it, apparently. Let's get right into this theory. Before we start, though, I just want to quickly say that this is technically a reaction, as well as a breakdown, but I've reacted to the episodes off camera because I watch Rick and Morty, one of my favourite shows of all time. But I can't just show you the whole episode then break it down, because that's going to be a whole hour, and who's going to watch an hour of Rick and Morty? Let's get on to the subject. So, who is Evil Morty? Well, using a bit of channel Frederator theory, he discussed that Evil Morty is actually quote-unquote C-137 Rick's Morty, and the Morty that we know is actually just a replacement. If you've seen season 3 episode 7, where it's the Tales of the Citadel, you've seen that there's a school of Mortys, and that some of them have more Ricks than Mortys, and more Mortys than Ricks. And Mortys, if you probably know, are disposable because there's an infinite amount of them. Also in the episode, we also see that Evil Morty is president of the Citadel, and he also has a lot of secrets which we don't know about until the end, where it's finally revealed. Now, if you have a look on the pictures, if you pause it at the right time, you can see two pictures which represent that Evil Morty is the president, whereas the campaigner who used to work for him, the documents are flying round, and you can see that one picture is Evil Morty with with an eye patch on, and there's a second picture with Morty with the president suit on. Now, this Rick looks normal because it's an average Rick, but if you look closely you can see that his head is cut open, but there's no brain there. There's only wires. Now, if you have not seen the first episode with Evil Morty, season 2 episode 6, you will see that the evil Rick, who we all believe to be the most evil person, was actually a robot and being controlled by, guess what, Evil Morty. So we're guessing in this one that he's doing the exact same thing, but to other Ricks. So he is pretty much controlling the Citadel of Ricks. Also in season 3 episode 7, Morty has quite a few Ricks killed throughout the episode. And he also says that if you don't go with him, you're outnumbered, which also is a reference to him controlling the Ricks. And if you don't know, in the news that they posted, that within a day, Morty has the most votes for the election, and he went from zero votes, not even percentage, 0 votes, to being the highest candidate in the election. I believe this is from the evidence that we see in the documents where Evil Morty is controlling the Ricks, and if he doesn't control them, he also gets them killed, as I said before. My theory is that, going back to channel Frederator's theory, where we said that quote-unquote C-137 Rick is actually Evil Morty's Rick, is that he has given quotes to Morty, or not quotes, but sayings to Morty throughout the show, saying like, don't get too cocky, or don't do this, otherwise this will happen, which could be a reference to what happened to Evil Morty before he turned. Also, when they got away from the Cronenberg universe, Rick seemed like nothing happened. He said it's like he'd done that before, which we're guessing is what happened with Evil Morty. Like, they travelled through dimensions, and that's what happened, and Evil Morty became Evil Morty. But this is my theory. My theory, I think, is that Morty that we know is actually the past version of Evil Morty, And the evil Morty has some kind of time device that makes him stay the same age, because Mortys are just all the same age, and there's millions of them, infinite actually. Why do I believe this, you ask? Well, that is because in the new trailer for episode 8, Morty has got a turtle, which I don't even know what it's called. What is the turtle called? I really don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up. But anyway, it's like a truth turtle or something. And Rick says if you look into the eyes of the turtle, you'll know everything. And Morty accidentally, quote unquote, looks into the turtle's eyes, and he knows everything. And then Rick has potions, which are actually memories that Morty has that he wanted out of his brain. Now, what I believe is this can go two ways if he is to become evil Morty. One, Morty knows everything, so he will become evil Morty. He will outthink Rick, and he'll become evil Morty. Or two, Rick will give him the wrong potion or wrong memory, and it will trigger his brain, and he will turn into evil Morty. Woo. That is my theory on Rick and Morty. Hope you enjoy it. More reactions coming soon. I was actually going to do a different one today, but I really want to get this out the way so that hopefully my theory can contribute to the community. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace.